All right, so I'm going to flip the camera shortly, but I want to make sure that you're ready because it's a fun one and we're going to do a couple unique things. Make sure you're filling this piece of white or vanilla, and make sure you have whatever you need to fill that with your stamping. So I said you could do sentiments and images or whatever. So, all right, here we go. Let's flip you around and hopefully we'll see some more faces here shortly. Okay, so let me show you what I'm using today. Let's get you all fixed up here. I am using the Ridiculously Awesome stamp set because Make Today Ridiculously Awesome will fit really well in that white cardstock. And I should say something about what I just did. I checked my size here, but keep in mind sometimes this is smaller than what you're going to find inside. So make sure you check that out before you make a decision on sizing for this project or for any. That's just a thing for any. And then the Designer Series paper I'm using is the Poinsettia. It's a Poinsettia Place. And I'm going to show you all of the pieces in the beautiful paper. Keep in mind, today is the last day of our Designer Series paper sale. I'm going to stock up on a few more today because I can't help myself. So this one's really pretty and I might need another one of those. We'll see. All right, so what we're going to start with is this long piece of cardstock. So I think it was a second coordinating color of cardstock or something. It's 2 by 5.5. And we're going to put that into our scoring tool, and we're only going to score at 1/2 inch. So like I said, it's really simple. I probably could have had you do that in advance, but we're going to score it at 1/2 inch so that it will fold up like this. Okay. Okay. That's it. I'm going to put that aside. Then I hope I told you to have a scissors or a snips ready. So we're going to take our scissors, in my case, my paper snips, and we're going to banner cut the bottom of this. So I'm just going to cut in about 3/4 of an inch or so. And then I try to get that as close to the middle as I can. I'm not worried about measuring and making sure, but you certainly could if you wanted to. So, hey, thanks for watching, everybody. Good to see you, Vicki. All right, let's then cut in from each corner. I got sticky stuff on my scissors. I got to get that off. It's going to bug me. And then up from the other side so that we've got a nice banner cut. So I will give you a second to do that. And I think that's all the time we will need with our scissors too. I can't wait to show you the inspiration sample to this project. That'll be fun to share because it's a brand new product that isn't even out yet. So I love that. All right, so once you have that ready to go, then you're going to take the larger piece of the same color and you're going to put adhesive just on that little 1/2 inch flap you scored. So my adhesive will go there, and I'm going to fold that down, and then I'm going to center it as best I can at the top of the other piece. Now again, you can certainly take your ruler and measure each side to make sure they're the same, but I am happy with how it is just like that. So I'm just going to put that, which is going to be a flap that opens on our card. So you notice we didn't have any big piece of cardstock that typically we would see open, right? So this is actually going to be the opening of our card. So it's kind of fun and different, isn't it? All right, then we're going to go to our other piece of colored cardstock and attach that. Got to open up your flap and then attach that to the inside. There's just a teeny border that we're leaving here on this one, because you noticed that I had you cut it in 1/8 inch measurements. I haven't heard anybody curse me out for that, so Hopefully you don't mind too badly. So far, this is what we've got. And yell at me with a typed message if you're falling behind or if I'm going too fast. Um, I am going to help my sister with her final cleaning on her house that she sold today. So I do have plans, but nothing, she'll wait for me. I'll get there when I get there. All right, so we've got that so far. Good to go. Okay. Then we'll take our Whisper White. That's cut a little bit smaller yet, and that will layer. So far, just a lot of layering, which is great. So we're going to, I have used soft suede and old olive here. And now you can see that we're using just a little bit bigger of a border of the old olive there, which is nice. So keep that flap open. And we're going to take our Designer Series paper. And again, I'm using that poinsettia paper that we have in our August to December mini catalog. It's very pretty. I'm using this one right here. And we're going to take this piece is 1 3/4 by 3 3/4. We're going to adhere that to the bottom of our white, leaving just a tiny border on 3 sides. So we've got this tiny little border right here on 3 sides. Okay. And then we'll take the other one, which is cut 1 by 3 3/4. And by the way, you always know if I've just cut my paper because I remember the sizes. If I cut my paper early in the week or even yesterday, I probably will go, well, I think it's 1 by 3 3/4. But I can tell you for sure because I did it this morning. 1 by 3 3/4. Oh, that's how I roll, people. You should probably know that by now. All right, then we'll fold our flap over and then take out this piece, which is where we're going to stamp our images or whatever it is that you have ready. And I am going to start with Make Today Ridiculously Awesome. So we'll do that, and I'm going to do it in my soft suede ink. And it's a really good size for this size of cardstock. I love how that stamps. It's nice and bold. And then I'm going to go to my old olive ink. And the Ridiculously Awesome stamp set has this fun little doohickey, for lack of a better term. So I'm just going to go that in the corners, and I got to stop shaking when I do it so that it stamps better. No caffeine yet today. A little shaky. Or too much caffeine today. I don't know. I'm not sure what that means. Hi, Lisa. How did yours go today? I hope your live went well too. All right, so now we're going to adhere this to this so that it goes over this white section here. So we're just going to put adhesive here. And we're going to adhere that over that opening. And I got ink on my fingers, so I'm trying to be careful here. All right, so that we've got our opening that flips open like that. And then I'm going to just add the You Got This. Go back to my soft suede ink. Yay! Yay, Lisa. Thanks for coming. And then stamp the You Got This in the middle, and then look at covers. Boop. It's kind of fun, right? Okay, everybody. It is cute. It is cute. Yeah, love it. Okay, so my inspiration piece was actually a card of my own making. I love when that happens. Coming up this next week is our on stage at Stampin' Up, which is the equivalent of convention. And because of COVID, we are doing a stay at home. So on stage at home, and we received, or we were able to purchase a stamp set early that we could use for our make and takes. So I I made this sample using the dragonflies. Oh man, yes, dragonflies in a punch form. It's gonna be so great. So you can see on this one, I used stitched rectangles for mine, and then the rainbow glimmer paper. I used the pinks, and then I used the DSP I used is the 2020-2022 in color paper, and then there's my little opening for that one. So I know this is such a great fold, and I see myself overusing it because it's so fun. So yeah, it's a good one. And I want to thank you, as always, for joining in making our fun Saturday morning project. Now, a couple of things, and I'm going to flip here so I can see you face to face or face to screen or whatever. Next week and the week after, 8:30 a.m. Next week, On Stage starts at 10 a.m. Central, but I'm doing it on location with a couple of my other demonstrators. Miss you too, Lisa. And so anyway, 8:30 next week, and then the week after I have a team meeting at 9, so 8:30 the week after also. So I hope to see you early next week and the week after. There will be plenty of reminders this week. So thanks for joining. Have a wonderful day. It's a beautiful one here in Minnesota. Enjoy that every ounce of sun, everybody. Okay, have a good day.